Okay, I never really know how to start videos, so I'll just get right to it. I generated 5 random words and then used 3 of those random words to create 3 different Miku designs. The footage of me actually generating the words is borderline unusable. I don't want to set up my mic, so this might sound very bad. So I'll just tell you the results now. First result was horizon, the second was pillow, and the third was machinery. Let's get into the speed paint. I started off with horizon and had a pretty basic idea. I was going to draw a simple sky background, and then I was going to make 2 clouds for the pigtails and then 1 cloud for the main body. And I wanted the moon to be out, so I used the crescent moon as the head shape. And then I added a few more clouds in the background just to add more clouds so it didn't look kind of sparse. I made the main colors of everything be variants of blue, teal, and green. And I added some birds in the distance to be in the shape of her hair clips. This one's kind of a more basic one, but I just liked the abstractness a lot, and this, I think, turned out pretty well, especially for me having really no reference. For pillow, I had the immediate thought of Miku with body pillows. I was originally going to draw Miku's hair, the pigtails, as with the blah, blah, blah. I was originally going to draw the body pillows as Miku's pigtails, but I accidentally positioned them a little too low, so you'll see later on I add little scragglies, like really, really short ones, to be in place of the pigtails. So it's up to your interpretation whether or not the body pillows are the pigtails or the little scragglies are meant to be them. For the outfit, I kind of just wanted to go simple sleepwear vibe, so I put her in a sports bra and boxers. I wanted the vibe of this to be very Rotten Girl-esque and like, I almost said Yadamomo, that's a totally different thing. What was the anime called that's like, it's not my fault that I'm not popular? Whatever that character is, that was also kind of the vibe. So I just kind of wanted her to be a what? Dorky otaku girl. Kind of like Gooner vibe. I don't know if I should say that. That's gonna make this video very dated. And for the last design, there was a lot of machinery I could take part in. At first I thought maybe a cement mixer. There were excavators, I thought, for the Miku design, but I ended up settling on the chess playing machine from the 1770s. This was called the Turk machine or Turk chess playing machine. It was this giant box with a man on top, and it was a quote unquote robot that was able to play chess. It traveled around the world and beat a lot of famous chess players. And then it was eventually found out that there was a hidden small compartment under in the table portion of it where a human was actually hiding in and just controlling the robot's movement through like marionette techniques. And so a person would be crammed in the small space, and they would also have a chessboard. So they would somehow be able to see what the other person's move was doing, and then they would figure out their move, and then they would move the guy on top, and that's how they got away with it being a robot. The person who was underneath the machine changed a lot, and it was actually theorized that it was most likely a lot of women, that a lot of the people who ended up being a part of this were women because women had a smaller frame, and at the time, women weren't really allowed to play chess, so this was probably their only opportunity to. So in this interpretation, I have the box, I have regular Miku in 1770s casual clothes, kind of what the average-ish person would wear based on the, let's be honest, low amount of research I did, but this kind of dress was generally what always came up. And then there's a definitely more robotic looking Miku rather than like a human looking Miku. That one was just purely for aesthetics. Who's on top playing the chess game. I made this one a lot darker and eerie just because of how sharp I made the Miku on top. But I this one's like probably the most creative idea I had, and I was glad I can share this weird chess knowledge I have. I'm pretty proud of all the designs I made for this, and if you would like to see more videos like this or have any suggestions for future videos I can do, comment them down below and just engage generally with the video. I sound awkward.